What is going on, everybody?
Yo!
It is Pigsbutters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. When we left off, we've gone to the widow's house, believe in me, and now we've just realized that this guy is Rafa's, Rafa? Yeah. Rafa's father, and this is gonna be some awkward conversations here. Your daughter? Yeah, Rafa. He's Princess Rafa's father. So he's Queen Garan's husband? You planning on sticking your fat nose in this mess, too? Niki's is a good friend of mine. Like I said the last time, you better watch yourself, see? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? You wanna question me? Oh, that would be great. You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I can play along a bit. But I got things to do, see? So I have to talk while I work.
Shoot someone.
Oh god. Okay, so about this incident, hey, I want to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer on this case too.
That's his work.
Well then, I guess he stamps with his cigar.
His cigar is his stamp at the same time.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. What a face.
For real.
But it's gonna be different this time. I got Karine's top prosecutor on this one, see? I don't care who I go up against. I'm going to prove my client innocent.
It's the Phoenix way.
You haven't forgotten a little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Blow this one and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused. How could I forget? Your lawyers are all the same. You strut your stuff till the DC Act comes down hard. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you. Well, I don't plan letting it come to that. The Defense Culpability Act. Were you the one who wrote the Defense Culpability Act? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it do ya? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm gonna enforce the thing.
He's totally a mobster.
It started as a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade like falsified evidence. But it turns out to be quite handy. Efficient even.
Jesus.
Handy? Efficient? Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons across me or the Gara administration are gonna get just what they deserve. Especially those rebel scum. You can get away with that here? Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I enforce the law in Karine, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king. No, I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around here.
Phoenix, don't say that out loud. Holy fuck.
Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with lay magistrate. Can't get myself arrested now. Listen up, lawyer. We got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. And that's all thanks to the DC Act. So I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I speak my mind. Even that the DC Act ducking his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered. But what's that supposed to mean? Let's just say, I got a little trick up my sleeve.
In orange.
So I'd watch it if I were you. Cause you got a defiant attitude. Like one of them dragon dupes. Say, White, you know what these are?
White?
No, what? And it's right, sir. Orders of execution.
Oh my god.
They really pile up if I start slacking off. What?
So that's why they're all the same.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
Out of here, Granny. I got business to do. And tomorrow, I'll have even more work to do. Processing the one for your little friend. And if you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more to the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you?
Wowee!
Oh, don't worry, I'll make sure to whiten your workload, Igna.
Whiten your lurk load?
I can English. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow.
I have returned, Barbed Head.
Well, your benevolence. Are you done with the rite?
Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Believe stayed behind to speak with Mother.
I hope this will help ease her sorrow, even if just a little.
So, you have been speaking with my father?
Oh boy! Yeah, you could say that.
My father is a great man. He worked tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Crying as it stands today owes everything to the efforts of my mother and father. You should feel deeply honored.
You threatened my life.
Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer.
Yeah, of course. Seems Rafa doesn't know what her father is really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now.
Maya!
Maya! Attention center.
Oh, it's you, Nick.
Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it?
No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress?
Well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that could prove your innocence, but I have a small lead.
Really?
But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest.
Sure, ask away.
Was he...
By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick?
She's been her sidekick.
Doesn't she have anything better to do?
I mean, I keep saying her homework, but she just doesn't want to do it. Doesn't seem like it.
I am beyond homework. I heard that. How rude. Of course, I have many other things I could be doing.
Alright, so about the High Priest. Is he involved in some stuff? It's just a thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel?
A rebel? Why would you even think that?
Because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him.
What?
Uh-oh. Preserve overheard me.
What idiocy is this? Abbott and me, a rebel? It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That is the sort of person he was.
All right. I was just raising the possibility.
I will not listen to such tomfoolery.
Okay, bye. You can leave now.
Those are old school words.
She stormed out. Oh, well, nothing we can do about that.
Such hullabaloo. Like, that's the kind of thing that she would say, you know?
Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious?
Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the rite. He kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why.
It did come from the air. He was restless and kept looking up at the sky? That doesn't really tell us much, does it?
He was trying to pretend he wasn't in an anime.
Anything else come to mind?
Waiting for the wind to blow so some leaves would go past him. Sorry, that's about it.
Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on.
He did that thing where he puts his hand up at the sun and looks up between his fingers and does a small smile, thinking about his friends from the past.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll explain later.
All right.
Yeah, why?
Now, why are you hiding that? With Princess Rafa gone, this might be my only chance. So,
like she could get away with this.
Maya, about what you said earlier. Why can't you tell me when you're able to...
Goodness, excuse you.
Channel spirits? Oh man, that was a bad one.
Oh, that. You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here?
I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though.
In Cryonism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. Oh. No one else is supposed to be able to do it.
Uh-oh. I see, so spirit channeling is a symbol of power or authority then in that sense. I can see how I would look bad if a nobody from another country able to do it too.
Spirit channeling in the Korean tradition was developed from a Cryonis style that was brought to the US via Japan. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Chinese.
Cause you're so special, dog.
It may be a quirk. Maybe a quirk due to how our styles diverge. Maya's a hero.
Oh,
I don't really know.
So if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the queens in Korean, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, and I guess that makes Queen Gran and Princess Rafa distant relatives of Maya's?
Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits.
I see. I had no idea it was so complicated.
Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become a master.
And what is this qualification to become the master?
To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss?
I guess never miss, huh? I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I had to.
Had a boyfriend?
I'll move on.
Bet he doesn't kiss ya? Haven't heard from Miles in a while, have you? Phoenix.
Oh, Jesus. Listen.
Succeeded about 30% of the time.
She's really drunk, okay? Yeah, no, it's more like spirits possessed her as opposed to her channeling them.
That's what they all say, Nick.
So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want?
Yep. At least I think.
Do you think?
Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session.
That sounds tiring.
Yeah.
Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming the master, huh?
Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down.
Right. Mine's the next big help of Crane Village. That's got to be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides the spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV earlier reminded me of the Steel Samurai.
Ah, you must mean the Plume Punisher Warrior of Nero Twilight Realm. Of course, she knows the full title.
Let's talk about it.
That look. So you've already seen the Plume Punisher? You really don't miss a beat.
Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it.
There is not a single person in Khura'in who does not know of it.
Holy shit, you came back inside. Oh, your benevolence. You're back. Your hissy fit's done already?
As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So I have changed my mind. In order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories.
Your sense of duty is commendable. But I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit. You're literally breathing down my neck. Child. Personal space. Social distancing. 6 feet. You're gonna get me sick. Jesus.
Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you.
Show off? I sure seem excited all of a sudden.
Dance moves. Yep. Ta-da!
What? What's that?
It's an ultra-rare Plume Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was specially made to promote the TV show. You're the owner of this strap?
Don't tell me. You're a Plume Punisher fan too, your benevolence?
No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I have no interest in such things.
Right. Right.
No, I'm telling the truth.
Sure. And let's just leave it at that. So how'd you get your hands on that, Maya?
I found a kindred spirit in a Plume Punisher fan here in Khura'in. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders.
And by cultural exchange, you mean you swapped TV show promo merchandise?
You bet. Traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Khura'inese friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return.
I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Khura'in.
Watch this. When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song.
That sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme song.
What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go... Daka daka don 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 in the intro. Focus! Focus, Nick!
Oh boy.
Focus!
Oh god, why is this a piece of evidence?
Do I have to send you the DVDs again so you have 2 copies of every single one?
Alright, guess my ears just aren't as good as yours.
Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show. The Plume Punisher versus the Steel Samurai!
Oh god.
I'm going to totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. It's going to be a huge hit. Right, your benevolence? I have no interest in such things. Sure.
Well, if nothing else, Talking about the Plume Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me.
Okay, thanks, Nick. Bring some hamburgers.
Where can you even find a hamburger around here?
I don't know.
I mean, there was that ox in the courtyard.
It's a yak.
Yak in a courtyard. That's beef. I think I've covered just about everything. Time to head back to the temple and go over everything I've learned so far.
She's just staring at you. Just staring forever.
For real. Just like, I am watching you.
I'm watching you, barbed head. You and your barbed head.
Ow. My hair's not that barbed.
Look at the silhouette.
I know. It's in the back. I'm not gonna do a 180 and stab you in the face. It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown. Miss Wright, your benevolence!
Yep. You don't even have to guess.
Are you done with the investigation for today? Pretty much. I thought I'd go over what I've learned so far. Care to join me? Yes, please allow me to help.
The puppy.
Okay, first, we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago.
Dude, now that I think about it, Albie is pretty much a puppy too.
Yeah. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite. That's right. It was that rebel hunter. But what of it? That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite? If they could solve that mystery. Right, I can figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. That might be the break I need, but I just don't know enough right now to act on that lead.
How unfortunate for you, barbed head. Your only hope is pure speculation that shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime, after all.
Yeah, the word alone can't prove who killed the High Priest.
I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you are charged under the DC Act.
Your benevolence!
While it is true you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move.
I wasn't planning to do anything like that in the first place, Your Benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence within the confines of the law.
How can you be so sure you will?
Because of my undying faith in my clients. That's the lawyer's greatest weapon.
What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance.
Oh god, I gotta remember how to do that shit.
This time, I will prove that the insights I gleaned thereof are the very truth itself.
I'm doubting that one.
Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites.
Press X to doubt.
Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe.
Please don't.
Oh god.
Tomorrow, I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. Miss you, Judge.
I do miss that, Judge.
That whole seance thing makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare.
Don't we all?
I know we do right now.
Yeah.
I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Courtroom. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do.
Yes,
No,
yes.
poor choice of words.
Literally.
Either prove it or it will be the last thing you do.
Yeah. Or you will die.
A horrible death. Horrible. Painful.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Oh god. I was thinking of like when I was like, and it'll be a horrible death. I was thinking of like, you know, they're gonna like chop Phoenix's head off in execution style, but I was like, it would be horrible if like it was like a guillotine, a sharp blade, you know, the ones that can easily go through anything.
Yeah.
But it was slowly lowered down.
Jesus.
That would be fucking excruciating.
Jesus.
Man, my head's messed up. Anyways, we're in the High Court with Ryan to keys the lobby. Let's hope that doesn't happen to you, Phoenix.
It's no wonder your favorite anime is fucking Akame ga Kill.
Yeah.
Admit it, you just like death.
I don't like death.
Yes, you do.
No, we've talked about this off camera.
You have a
writing. It is about
morbid
subverting expectations.
fascination with killing characters.
No, I don't. They have to die for a good reason.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I wasn't able to find any clues of evidence yesterday. But if I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest, then maybe, just maybe,
Nick,
it just might
today well...
Don't look so down, Maya. I'm gonna offend you with everything I've got. I have no idea.
Would that be...
This is the Queen?
I don't know why the Queen would be there.
I don't know.
Would it be Rafa, or would it be
No,
her dad?
I wouldn't say Rafa, but I wouldn't say that her dad doesn't talk like that. You do well to,
Do well to, yeah, sir, you would do well to cease this insanity while you still can.
As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court.
Well, now this. Know this, not now this. Well, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused.
I never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering the truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always going to be found.
The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial.
Not today, Junior.
Nick?
I'm going to prove your innocence, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the Plume Punisher Warrior of Neo Twilight Realm to the folks back home, right?
Right! I may be a defendant this time, but I'll be by your side like always, Nick.
Thanks, Maya. This play's tough on lawyers. I'll need all the help I can get. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time.
Wanna channel your sister?
Let's go.
It's been a long time.
Can't wait to see her in 3D.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Part of me would want to see her again. Other part of me would just be like, just let her rest.
Yeah.
Because she already said peace out to us.
I know, though she has been resting for like 7 or 8 years at this point.
Yeah.
So. Enter the courtroom. Day 1 court is now in session. All rise for the magistrate. There's the hammer I love.
Let the trial of my affair begin.
The defense is ready, Your Majesty. Welcome back.
Hi.
Good to see you.
We know you, but he doesn't.
Do you talk?
No, he does this a lot, Phoenix. It's okay. Quiet! Can't you see Prosecution Sartmat is absorbed in silent prayer?
Great. The trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me.
He's very devout for a prosecutor.
How are you over here when you're supposed to be a defendant?
I don't know. I just kind of walked over here.
Huh. Okay, guess this is a little different from back home. Okay, I'll take it.
Why is the accused standing over there?
Oh, okay.
Well...
Your Majesty, in addition to being the accused, she is also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well then. Criminal doesn't indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul.
Well, thanks.
That wasn't very nice.
Yeah, well, bad-mouthing lawyer seems to be a custom of sorts here in Crying.
I must say I'm surprised to see you still here in Crying, Mr. Wright. And even more to find you in the Hall of Justice once more. Cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
What can I say? The answer is simple, Your Majesty. I am a lawyer, and this is what lawyers do. Although, to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back.
Where'd the butterfly come from, dog?
Oh, it's an actual butterfly this time.
Such foolishness.
Prosecutor Sartmati, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. Bye, friend. I'll miss you there. But first, I promise you both this.
It just screams as it flies away.
Yeah. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Splendid! I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sarmati.
Please say the victim so, Prosecutor Sarmati. Exterminate! Annihilate!
Punish the wicked lawyer who dared stop these last rites! He's like, I thought I could have sworn I've heard those people back home.
It's like, did they go
Are
from
they
here
following?
to there to back here? The fuck? I think I'll pass on the whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance, considering what Apollo's told me about you. Oh, you know that little rat?
The pepper.
So it was you who instilled that putrid loyally guile within him. Putrid? What? He too must soon face the fires, lest his soul be lost to redemption. But I shall send you on ahead so that he will not be lonely when he arrives.
Jesus.
Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up.
Yeah.
Nervous, Maya?
A little.
Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court.
Too bad I'm the defendant.
Don't worry. We haven't lost the case together yet.
You're right. Let's give this everything we've got, Nick.
Yet. That's a bad word.
Now then, Prosecutor Sarmati, would you please explain the case at hand?
Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim.
There goes the scroll.
Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of a heinous crime was High Priest Torust Enmi. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain.
I thought you were gonna give him less of a Pegasus voice.
Whoops.
But just that tone.
And they kind of go hand in hand.
You're like, I'll just make it like Pegasus, but less flamboyant. But you're doing all the flamboyant.
I'll roll with the punches.
And the cause of death?
Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime scene photo, shall we?
That's better.
The cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the Warbad dagger, which was used in the rite. However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched.
A sacred relic used as a tool of murder? The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe.
The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes, and the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Corionism. During the rite, the victim and the accused were the only two in the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey.
I must say, it does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused.
Indeed. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence to this case. Got it.
Thank you.
Cool beans. We got 4 pages of evidence. Woo-wee! In Cryonism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, my face soul shall be plunged in lowest level of hell. The hell of tickling. What? There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years.
Jesus.
That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
And here I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain.
I don't remember killing anyone, and I don't have that dagger or anything like it.
As my client stated, she has no memory of the evidence, evident as described by the prosecution.
Evident.
But more importantly, she has no motive to kill the high priest in the first place. I thought you might say that. Nevertheless...
Just every time it screams, it's one of the souls burning in hell.
Oh, Jesus. The meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. For all will be made clear by her benevolence ray for Padma's Cryonism's insights.
So it is, and so it shall be. A divination seance reveals the truth for all to see.
Here we go again.
Was that supposed to rhyme?
I don't know.
Bailiff, please so in the royal priestess.
Hello.
I don't know you.
Oh. Okay. Even though we spent all day together yesterday.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's Princess Rafa. Oh, how beautiful. Her benevolence is great again today.
Glory to the Holy Mother for this blessed day.
As popular as ever, I see.
Rest assured, good people of Khura'in, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their Freedom Express today.
Hey, you got that from me.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice.
Little brat. I mean, what?
What?
May the Holy Mother grant us a divine favor. Urdi Harakrain.
You're the hair crying. You're the hair crying. You're the hair crying.
She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who didn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday.
Is there something stuck to my face, barbed head?
Yeah, it's obnoxiousness. No, I mean nothing, your benevolence. Don't have me killed, please.
Can you imagine if you said that out loud
Yeah.
by accident? It just...
Now then, your benevolence, a divination seance, if you please.
And she will do that divination seance next time. And hopefully by then I'll learn how to read.
talk.
And talk and do a little jig.
Learn how to read out loud.
How dare I?
How could we ever do that correctly?